prospect shares his expectations with a former coach.
Carlos, you lived that in your baseball career. What's his world like?
Oh, it's extremely exciting. You know that if you perform, you will get the call.
We've got a developing story here. JP, what are you hearing?
I'm checking the numbers. I'm talking to my sources and my scouts, and they're all telling me, hey, this could actually work.
Most of us mere mortals, when we were that age, we were barely chewing gum and walking at the same time, let alone playing the hardest game there is.
Let's see if he's pumping up mentally here to adapt. That's what good players do.
That dream of getting the big leagues is now becoming reality with that one phone call.
Continuing our MLB Draft Day 2 wrap-up coverage, back to the prospect that we mentioned before the break. There was some surprise, even some criticism of the front office over how early he went off the board. Jonathan Mayo, what do you think of this pick?
Man, I don't think any of us saw this one coming. This definitely feels like a reach to me. I had him more as a day 3 kind of guy. There was a split camp. A lot of scouts disagreed whether he's better as a pitcher or better as a hitter. I'm guessing the team felt that he's got potential on both sides of the ball, and maybe that adds some value to him. But this made me scratch my head a little bit for sure.
All right, Jonathan Mayo, thanks. What about you, Jim Callis? Was this a head-scratcher or the reach of the draft, as some of the other analysts have suggested?
Yeah, I talked to somebody with the team, and they're excited to get this guy. This is a guy they really want. And the 2 points the club made to me were, one, this whole debate, is he a hitter, is he a pitcher, what are you going to do with him? There was a lot of confusion. This team isn't confused. This team feels like he's got very good potential as a hitter and as a pitcher. They may even try to play him both ways. And they felt like there were a couple other teams that were starting to sniff around this guy. And, this isn't the NFL or NBA draft where you can trade down to get a guy you want. If you want a guy, you have to take him because there's no trades. And they felt like if they didn't take him where they did, somebody else was going to get them, and they just absolutely did not want that to happen.
Jim Callis, we appreciate the time. Thanks.
A minor league manager checks in with one of his players to discuss a launch plan for the young man's development.
Rolling along with the podcast and back on the prospect who's divided the scouting community, I am opposed to this belief that he went too high. I really think he could be a steal here. This is a guy who's got so much development left to do. He's got so much potential. And I think all the scouts who are down on him think, oh, he's not a finished product. We don't know what he is. That, to me, could be a good thing. He can hit. He can field. He can pitch. There is so much untapped potential so far for this guy. I'm excited to see what he becomes. And certainly as he gets started.
I do me and you do you. I say I'm yours, but I'm anybody else's. You say you're mine, but there's always someone else.
Team's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way. Ryan Jensen gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the... Next up is Rock. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Ball 1.
And a ball 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's fouled away. Liner towards second. Well, this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. Digging in will be Rock. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now the first pitch.
That's a ball. Attaboy, attaboy. Ball one, no
Lucas,
strike.
the runner at first with 2 gone. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that's going to land foul.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Set and the 2-1 pitch. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, newsflash, think he was guessing, boys? Because that was an ugly swing right there.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. This is in the air out to right. Martinez gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So now here is Rock. He flew out in his last AB. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he runs it in on him and gets him to swing through it for strike 1.
Good job there to jump ahead with the fastball. If he's going to get back on track out there, the fastball is what he's going to start to need locating first and foremost. Then he can work his other pitches off of that.
Throw over to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here, right here, kid. Nope.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Their count now at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. High and deep down the left field line. But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball. Scorched to third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Hey now. So no runs here on no hit. So stepping in is Claude Wild. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. The 2-2. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly. One there. On to first, and they get them both. And stepping in, Rock. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
1-1.
I'll tell you, he just doesn't look comfortable in the box to me tonight. He's been off balance with his swings, and that one completely tied him up.
Lifted in the air to center field. Wiles is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3.